General terms used in the study of machines. A machine cannot operate independently, it needs energy to function. The energy supplied to a machine is converted into useful work, enabling various tasks and operations. This is essential for understanding how machines work and their applications in daily life and industry. A. Load. The resistivity or opposing force to be overcome by a machine is called the load, L. B. Effort. The force applied on the machine to overcome the load is called the effort, E. C. Input. The energy or work applied to a machine is known as the input. If an effort, E, results in a movement, D, in the same direction as the effort, the input can be calculated as input is equal to effort into displacement is equal to E into D. D. Output. The output of a machine can be divided into two categories. 1. Actual output. This is the total work performed by the machine, including lifting a load and overcoming any resistance. It can be calculated if a total load, L, is moved through a distance, D, then actual output is equal to L into D. 2. Useful output. This refers to the work done by the machine that is considered useful. If a useful load, L, is moved through a distance, D, the useful output can be determined as useful output is equal to L into D. Example: if a machine is able to lift a load of 40 N, such that resistance due to friction and movable parts of the machine is 10 N, then the total load lifted is 40 plus 10, N is equal to 50 N. If the displacement is caused through 1 meter, then actual output is equal to 50 N times 1 meter equals 50 joules. Useful output is equal to 40 N times 1 meter equals 40 joules. Principle of a machine. According to the law of conservation of energy, which states that energy within a system cannot be created or destroyed, the principle of a machine can be understood as follows. The work input into a machine will always be equal to or greater than the work output by the machine. This implies that no machine can produce more work than the energy supplied to it, even in a hypothetical perfect scenario where the machine has no friction and its parts are weightless. Therefore, for a perfect machine, work done on the machine is equal to work done by the machine. Input is equal to output. This is known as the principle of a machine. E. Ideal machine or perfect machine. An ideal or perfect machine is one in which the parts are considered to be weightless and free from friction, ensuring that all the energy input into the machine is completely converted into output without any losses. This theoretical machine perfectly adheres to the principle that the input energy equals the output energy. F. Mechanical advantage, MA. Mechanical advantage refers to the benefit a machine provides by comparing the effort applied to the load lifted. If a machine is able to lift a larger load than the effort exerted, it is said to have a positive mechanical advantage. It's important to note that the load moved by a machine may include both the useful load and additional load due to the machine's movable parts and friction. Consequently, mechanical advantage can be divided into two categories. 1. Ideal mechanical advantage, IMA. Ideal mechanical advantage is defined as the ratio of the total load moved, or resistance overcome, to the effort applied. The total load includes both the useful load and the load resulting from friction and the movable parts of the machine. If L represents the total load, composed of L as the useful load and X as the load from friction and movable parts, then the formula for IMA is IMA is equal to L upon E. Here, L is equal to L plus X. 2. Actual mechanical advantage, AMA. The actual mechanical advantage is the ratio of the useful load moved to the effort applied. It is calculated as AMA is equal to L upon E. G. Velocity ratio, VR. The velocity ratio of a machine is defined as the ratio of the velocity at which effort is applied on a machine to the velocity at which the load moves. If d is the displacement of the effort in a given time, t, and d is the displacement of the load in the same time, then the formula for calculating the velocity of the effort is. Thus, the velocity ratio can be defined as the ratio of the displacement of the effort to the displacement of the load over the same time period. H. Efficiency of a machine. The actual output of a machine is always less than its input due to several factors. 1. Energy loss in moving the parts of the machine, which does not contribute to useful work. 2. Energy loss due to friction between the machine's components. The efficiency of a machine is the ratio of the work output to the work input. It is represented by the Greek letter eta. Eta is equal to work output upon work input. I. Relationship between efficiency, mechanical advantage, and velocity ratio of a practical machine. Consider a machine that moves a useful load L through a distance d. When an effort E causes a displacement d, the output and input calculations are as follows. J. Relation between IMA and VR for a perfect machine. Consider a hypothetical perfect machine which has weightless and frictionless parts. In this scenario, if an effort E causes a displacement d, when total load L is displaced through a distance d, output of the machine is equal to L into d. Input of the machine is equal to E into d. According to the principle of a perfect machine, the output of the machine is equals to input of the machine. L into d is equal to E into d. A machine cannot achieve 100% efficiency because 1. Some of the input energy is consumed in moving the machine's components. 2. Some of the input energy is lost in overcoming the friction present among the different parts of the machine.